The Outer Banks here is known as the land of firsts. First colony, the first in flight, and the first duck donuts.
We are Don and Lisa, the camper couple, and we're on a cross-country journey called the Route 64 Tour.
When we last left you, we were on the Wild Horse Tour on Corolla Beach. On our way back, we passed a section of beach where there were many stumps in the water. According to our tour guide, right where this beach is, there used to be a forest. It just goes to show you how things are constantly changing here on the Outer Banks.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah. That's the lighthouse shop. Everything's probably closed now.
Yeah, close to 5.
Closed at 5. You can climb this lighthouse, but it's closed right now. Nice, beautiful little area.
73.
Yeah. 1873. This here, that's a big tall building. This is the Currituck Beach Lighthouse. One of the many lighthouses of the Outer Banks that you're going to see as we progress down Route 12.
Good morning, everybody. We're at Duck Donuts.
This is the original Duck Donuts. This is where Duck Donuts started. The Outer Banks seems to be a place of many firsts. You know, we had the first colony, had the first flight, and the first Duck Donuts. Duck Donuts is one of the fastest growing donut shops in the entire country. They even got Duck Donuts in Puerto Rico now, and it all started right here in Duck, North Carolina. That's how it got its name.
This is the cutest little town, and we'll be showing you more of that. We have had a blast exploring this whole area.
These donuts are really on high demand here on the Outer Banks, so be prepared to wait in line if you want to get some of these Duck Donuts. With the Duck Donuts company growing so rapidly, you can get them about anywhere now. But there's only one place where you can get them with a view like this. Sitting out here right next to the water, enjoying the best donuts ever. Nice coffee.
Now, as I will tell you, I am from Winston-Salem, home of Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Not easy to tell me there's any better donuts. This is pretty amazing.
Pretty daggum good.
Yes. I love it. And just to let you know, service was great.
Service is really awesome. And they've got a whole system now because this place is so busy. I mean, it is a constant flow of customers.
Oh my goodness.
that they've got a whole system of ordering on one side and picking up on the other side, and
It flows really well, even though it's busy.
it's extremely busy. But they do a very good job.
This is great. What a nice way to start the day. We're here with Jeremy. He is with the Duck Donuts, the original Duck Donuts in Duck, North Carolina. We're crazy about this place. We come here all the time when we're in town. We love it. So he's going to tell us a little bit about Duck Donuts.
Well, welcome everybody. First and foremost, thank you very much for your time today. So this is the original Duck Donuts in the Duck Donuts franchise. Started in 2006 by Russ DeGilio. He found that there was a need in the area for a warm, hot, fresh, made-to-order donut that you just couldn't find. So what did they do? They started Duck Donuts back in 2006. And now there's over 100 locations worldwide.
And
So it's quite the expansion.
we're impressed. We love the donut sundae.
They're pretty awesome. The donut sunday's fun. This location doesn't do them, our other ones do. We also have donut sandwiches where you can get a bacon, egg, and cheese, a sausage, egg, and cheese on a donut.
Did not know this.
We have those. Specialty coffee drinks, frappuccinos, espressos,
Yes.
Americanos, caramel macchiatos, all the fun stuff.
It's just a fun place to come. So whenever you're in this area, anybody watching, if you got the opportunity to come to a Duck Donuts, it's a must do. And they impressed me. So I think
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
So I think they would impress you too.
Exactly. We're on 1190 Duck Road in Duck, North Carolina. This was the #1 store. This is where it all started, and then it started just exploding from here. We started here.
All the way to Puerto Rico, I hear.
Puerto Rico, I believe, if I'm not wrong, there might even be some franchises starting in Saudi Arabia.
That's
Dubai.
insane. Oh
Yeah,
my
I
gosh.
think that we've moved across the pond into that area as well, if I'm not mistaken.
That is amazing.
Yeah, and to see this franchise succeed so well, it's just unbelievable. And I think it's based primarily on our product.
Yes.
It's a hot, fresh, made-to-order, custom-built donut every time. Some other shops say they do it, and some of them might, but here, not one donut's made until you order that.
Well, and just to kind of piggyback on that, they have a million flavors.
255,000 flavor combinations.
And you can't go wrong.
You cannot. I tell people it's easier to buy a house sometimes to make a decision on this thing.
It is
But
amazing.
you cannot go wrong, really.
So this is a special treat for us, and we thank you so much for taking
Absolutely.
your time out. It was wonderful.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for coming and safe travels on
Yes,
everything
sir.
you do.
Thank you so much.
Very much. Thank you.
Come see us at Duck Donuts. Thank you very much.
Taking a walk on the Ducktown Park Boardwalk is a really great way to spend the day. It connects some of the finest shops and restaurants with breathtaking waterfront views. Then we pack up the camper and head down south to the town of Rodanthe, where we check into the wonderful Camp Hatteras Resort. As the sun begins to go down, we head to the town of Manteo on Roanoke Island for a very special night out. Somehow we managed to get front row seats at the Lost Colony, which is the oldest running outdoor drama in the whole country. The play of the Lost Colony was truly amazing. It was much more than I had ever expected. And that show's been going on for 80 years now. The script's been a little tweaked here and there, but that show's been going on for 80 years. I think that's pretty awesome. They didn't get to have it last year due to COVID, and this is the first time that they've done the new script that they just recently made. So it was really interesting to see that. There's been many actors that have gotten their start doing the Lost Colony. Andy Griffith was one of them. Andy Griffith starred in the Lost Colony when he was just starting his acting career. Lots of other famous actors have done the same thing. The very first time that the Lost Colony was presented, President Roosevelt came to see the Lost Colony. I think that's pretty interesting too. But everything that is done in the play happened right in the very spot where the theater is. Right in that exact same general area is where the events of the play actually took place. Everything on the island was named after some part of that story, such as the town of Manteo. Manteo is the name of the Native American that befriended the English settler, and he learned their language and he became their friend. And that's a very nice story, and how they were able to live in harmony together. The county that Roanoke Island is part of is Dare County, and that is named after Virginia Dare, who was the first settler to actually be born in America. Raleigh, Sir Walter Raleigh. Now, he was not here. He was back in England during this time, but Sir Walter Raleigh is what our state capital is named after. So all of these things that happened in the Lost Colony, which to this day nobody even knows what happened to the Lost Colony. Nobody even knows where they went, or if they survived, if they died, if they became part of the Native American tribe, or what. Nobody knows, and that's the whole point of the story. It's really worth your time to go and see the Lost Colony.
Yes, I love this. You know me, I'm a fish. I love water.
Yeah.
But I'm equally a mountain girl. So I love it all, really.
Didn't you love North Carolina?
Definitely in the right state.
So what's it going to be like when we're at Lake Lure?
Lake Lure is beautiful. We love coming to the Outer Banks. It's such a different experience from Myrtle Beach, where it's all high rises all along the beach, and you're stepping over people to find a spot on the sand. And at Camp Hatters especially, it's really great because they have parking. Even if you're on the sound side like us, you don't have to struggle to park. You can drive right over from your campsite, and they've got a whole line of parking, enough to accommodate as many as would need to in the campground that is private. And you just have your own boardwalk right onto the beach. Super nice. I've got friends from high school that actually married one another, and they are here at the same time, so we've got to hang out with them a little bit, and we'll be doing more of that later. It's wonderful. It's just a much better beach experience than I think you get at these busy hustle and bustle places.
Welcome to our bonus segment called Off the Path, where we tell you about places that are fun to see that are not part of the Route 64 tour. In this episode, we showed you the beautiful boardwalk of Duck, North Carolina, which is one of the newest coastal communities of North Carolina. There's another coastal town in North Carolina with a beautiful boardwalk, and it just happens to be one of the oldest towns in North Carolina. Wilmington was established way back in 1739, and there are little bits and pieces of the historical Wilmington that still survive to this day. Many shops and restaurants along the waterfront make this place a really great vacation destination. But if that's not enough, you can take a riverboat cruise. You can tour the World War II battleship USS North Carolina. And you're just a short drive away from many beaches or the aquarium in Fort Fisher. Even though it's not part of the Route 64 tour, it's still a really great place to see. After spending a very relaxing day out on the beach, we headed back over to the other side of the campground to watch a beautiful sunset. As the stars begin to shine, it becomes very obvious that you're far away from any of the big cities. With nothing but the sound of the wind and the waves to put you to sleep, it's a beautiful ending to a beautiful day. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to ring that bell so you don't miss out on our future episodes. Stay tuned for bloopers, and until next time, happy camping. It's one of the biggest mysteries of history.
I think that went well.
Will that work? Do we need another take?
I think that's good.
How does it sound, Morgan?
Sounded great. Did you want a medium or a large?
48, 40.
Medium is medium.
When does it slow down? Or does it ever?
Just put peanut butter on
There are
the
moments
Oh,
where
yes.
it slows down, but like it's not consistently slow.
Alright. 1, 2, 3.
I'm videoing. Hey everybody! We are actually finally on the beach.
You gotta talk about this. What just happened? Poop.
Doggy poop.
He did it. He did it in the camper.
Yes.
And you stepped in it.
Yes, but I cleaned my shoe off and the floor's cleaned up. Okay.
Hey, the camper couple is now on Patreon. And for your small donation, you can get a sticker, a t-shirt, or a tote bag,